Okay, good morning, 100% here. Are you able to hear my voice? Hello, good morning, dear students. Are you able to hear my voice? Okay, thank you, Naveen. Okay, shall we start? So I joined I think so you're able to view my presentation screen. Uh, so far only 30 students joined, no problem. Okay, I'll continue my class. Today agenda is ISO OSA model and what is the difference between OSA and TCP/IP model, then Cisco Packet Trace Simulator demo. So I want to finish within a stipulated time. But before that I want to recap it. Already we have seen that what is a computer network, what are the types of computer network, what are the types of transmission media, how we are going to communicate our source mission to destination media with the help of transmission media. Then now we are a little bit may understood how it is our network is working from source mission to destination, how we are communicating, how our message or content are transferring from source mission to destination mission. Now we little bit we know everything. I hope you may understood what I conducted last 3 classes of the basic of the computer network. But mainly we need for connecting to the one source machine to another host machine, so we need for protocol. That's we
Sir, good
understand.
morning, sir. Sorry for the disturb, sir. Good morning,
Hello,
sir. Hello, good morning,
so
sir. Keekuda?
good morning sir.
Sir, total strength என்ன sir? Total?
83 84 சார் டோட்டல் ஸ்ட்ரென்த். ஆனால் 35% இது வரைக்கும் 32 33 வந்திருக்காங்க.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, sir, we'll continue, sir. Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, thanks. So we understood within a two host machine we are communicating with the help of the protocol layers, that is with the principle of protocol. So we understood there is a two model is there to connect our source machine to destination machine with over the network or over the internet. So what we have seen last class is a TCP/IP model. So TCP/IP model helping you to communicate over the internet. So that the TCP/IP model, without a TCP/IP model, there is no internet communication sharing the information between host A to host B. 7 ISO model is find out, that is a international organization for standardization open system integration model, but is coming to the live in 1970 only. The time was ARPANET was to find out the network. From the ARPANET they matured in developed then, but came to the market and all 1970 something only. It will be a matured model of the internet connection between source machine to host machine, uh, to connection of the sharing the information. So that's what we are going to see, that OSA model. Then difference between OSA model or DCP model. So we see now TCP/IP protocol. Already we have the little bit of the details. From that we will bring it to the OSA model. The TCP/IP model, we know that there is a 5 layers. At that time itself, I said there is a one more model, that is a ISO OSA model. Normally used to call OSA model. So he said no, established in 1947 only. That is the International Organization for Standardization. Some people will say ISO OSA, some people will say OSA model. There is no issue, but we will go according to the textbook ISO OSA model only. We will refer it. So that ISO is nothing but International Organization for Standardization. OSI is nothing but Open System Interconnection. But the system model is that is a body. That is a body only will authenticate that. Okay, what are the procedures following that connecting between two host machine? So the standard body is organized, established in 1947. But the network communication open system integration was first introduced in 1970s only. Then open system integration system, so two different system communicate. So that's what the last class also, previous class also said. I want to communicate source A machine to source B machine. So we need for some framework, that is a model that's follow to the principle. Then how to transfer the data. So that is what two different systems to communicate. Two different system maybe a one is for network computer, another one for some other system, but they can accessible for transferring the information. Or you may be a mobile. I have the host machine is a desktop, then you can communicate, or mobile to mobile, or ATM machine to mobile, whatever it is. That's what the two different systems to communicate. Then OSI model is not a protocol. Again, I tell you, TCP/IP is a protocol suite. Similarly, OSI model also is a model. So in the model, there are the TCP/IP having 5 layers. In OSI model having the 7 layers. That time itself I said. So the OSI model understanding for designing the network architecture. So it will tell you that what is the first layer, what is the second layer, and so on, the architecture. So why we are designing for the architecture for OSI model flexible and robust and interoperable. So this OSI model is a layered framework. The previous class itself I said this is a 7 layered framework. So this is communicating all the layers bidirectional as per the principle of layered protocols. So we need for bidirectional as well as both sides are identical. Then this is what ISO OSI model 7 layers. Previously we have seen 5 layers except a presentation session. Now additionally 2 more layer is inserted after the application layer. The 6th layer and 5th layer is 2 layer is there. So actually this is a original OS. This is the original framework of the model. But what happened? The later on the development of TCP/IP came to the market for the internet. Then they removed the no use of the presentation session layer, so that they removed for that only 5 layer enough to communicate source A machine to source B over the internet. That's what you have to understand. So actually we have that host machine and another the destination machine have 7 layers, but in the and I connected last, that's what I said last time in the packet tracer demo also I showed. There is a 7 layer both side is there, but whichever layer for you want to communicate the data, that will be enabled. If I want to communicate the PC to switch have only enough for two layers. That is a physical data and data link layer. That's what 2 layer. If I communicate to the switch to router or PC to router, the router need for only 3 layer. So the 3 layer they need for physical data network. But if I want to communicate source machine to destination machine, definitely we need for 4 layers transport layer. That's a transport layer is a TCP protocol, and UDP protocol is running, because you know that last class I said that application that TCP protocol only communicating to the logically with your host machine, my host machine. HTTP protocol is the application layer. So the last 5 layers we need for TCP/IP. But here in the ISO model, 7 layer is there. Depends on the network. What are the layer we need? That layer only will enable. Remaining layer all disabled. That's what the concept of 7 layer OSI model. So you should understand according to the top to the bottom: application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer. So same format what I said in the previous class also. You may write it from top to bottom or bottom to top, but the top layer is application layer, bottom layer is a physical layer. But what is the difference between OSI and TCP? There is a 2 more layer is inserted here, that is in missing in the TCP. There is a one is called a presentation. After the application layer will communicate to the presentation layer. Presentation layer will communicate to the session layer. Then session layer will communicate to the transport layer. In the TCP/IP, the top 3 layers are called together application layer. That's a one layer. So there's a 5th layer. 4th layer is a transport. 3rd layer is a network layer. 2nd layer is a data link layer. Uh, first layer is a physical layer. So this is what. So you have to 7 separate related layers. Each layer defines a part of the process. That's what we know, that each and every layer having the protocols. That is a specified protocol for the each and every layer that will do for the role of that protocols. So we application layer already we know what are the protocols there. Presentation session now only we are understanding, but this presentation just for encrypting and decrypting that information from the application layer. It will that present layer establishing the presenting or information to the transport layer. We will see the briefly for each and every layer. There is no specified protocols. A transport layer already we know that there is a specified protocol, TCP protocol, UDP protocol, and SCTCP protocol. Network layer having the main protocol IP protocol. Then auxiliary protocols are many auxiliary protocol is there for IP. That is that's what I said from that IGMP, ICMP. These are all helping for network protocol layer. The data link layer and physical layer, similarly there is no specified protocol. These are physical connection. These are the logical connection between host machine to source machine. This is a two layer useful for the switch, network switch. The three layer will be useful for the router. That fourth layer and this host machine fourth layer and destination machine fourth layer logically will connect that to transport the information from source machine to destination machine logically. That is what I said, the transport UDP or TCP will run. That's what it SCTCP also will run. With the help of the TCP, with the help of the UDP only we are viewing our content, but we need for the reliable connection, so we need the IP protocol. So TCP IP all together, so the transport layer and the network layer is the main role of the internet connection. Application layer is for your side, your side application, in my side application, both applications are communicating. So same procedures of this one, but the layer only 7 layer. There is a 5 layer. The top 3 layer you consider as a TCP IP. There is a application layer. Okay. So this is what a interaction between OSA layer. Similarly in TCP IP protocol, application layer communicating, that is identical object. The host machine, that is a machine is a host machine, B machine is another host machine, that is a destination machine. In between n number of components of network components, maybe a network switch or network router. So that's what in between. So application layer is a topmost layer. Physical layer is a lowest layer. This is a physical communication. So presentation, here session, here session, here transport, here transport. These are logically connected. Then the network layer, this is a router. Then router, you see the inside of the router. Then data link layer. Similarly, the router having 3 layers. Similarly, the destination side router also 3 layer communicating, physically communicated, then reaching to the physical, then reaching to the application layer. This is what interaction already we know, bidirectional. 7th layer and 6th layer having the bidirectional. Similarly, the both side of the identical objects are also having the bidirectional but logical connection. This is what we have to understand, that architecture or framework model of ISO OSI model. So the same what you studied in the TCP, same thing, same diagram also you can draw it, but additionally 6th layer and 5th layer, say presentation is the 6th, 5th layer is a session layer. So we have to describe about the presentation session layer. These 2 layers are missing in the TCP because there is no use at all, so that they're removed. So then only nowadays everybody using for TCP IP protocol. Actually in that in the ISO panel is at overall discussing about why should we have the OSI model. The model totally we can remove it from the globally, but some of the new devices needed for presentation session layer, in that case they go for OSI model. But in anyway, all the host mission and destination mission 7 layer will be there. Whichever layer is needed to establish the connection, that layer only will enable. That's what last class demo also I have shown that. This is what a interaction between 2 layers, two host missions with the OSI model. Understood? I think so. Okay. The TCP IP model versus and OSI model. So see, this is a 7 layer. That's what I said. The last, the top 3 layers will consider as a application layer, but the last 4 layers of bottom to top, that is a similar available. Same thing, physical data network transport, but here additionally 2 more layer presentation session in the TCP IP. Sorry, in the TCP, in the OSI model, in the TCP IP, there is a missing of the two layer. But actually, there is only 1 layer that is called together, used to call as application layer. But there is no presentation session. But we have to think about the 3 are merged in application layer. This is what we have said. So when we compare 2 models, we find out 2 layer session and presentations are missing in the TCP. This is the meaning. Application layer is suitable. Application layer is suitable. Usually considers a combination of 3 layer in the OSI model. So here, presentation session. This is a OSI model. That's what are the background color white and white. You imagine this. You consider here. This like a presentation session. Here is a application. So description of each and every layer, the same procedure what you have studied last class, same thing you write it for 5 layers, but additionally we have to write a presentation layer and session layer. So anyway, I want to recap it from bottom to top. The first layer, the first layer is a physical layer. From this, second layer is a data link layer. From this, we will see that what I said in the previous class, same content only, same things only. But anyway, what I said, each and every layer is we are going to study about in depth in the chapters. So physical layer is a first chapter. Next class, switching and circuit switching, and how we are going to be performance of physical level, transmission, media performance. That's what we are going to learn about. Second unit, we are going to talk about the data link layer. That's what we're going to talk about. I said no IP, the auxiliary IP of the what are the RR resolution. Data link layer. We are talk about MAC address. That is a physical address and a NIC code. That's a port number, whatever it is. Then network having the only one main protocol, that is a IP protocol. There is a network layer normally used to call internet layer. There will be IP address. Then auxiliary IP address is there, ICMP, ISGAP, RAP, reserved address resolution protocol. So many protocols available for the network layer. On top of the transport layer, this is a fourth unit. That's what we said, TCP and UDP. Then what is the difference between TCP and UDP? How that communication will be established by the TCP? How the communication established by the UDP? That's what I said, connection oriented, connectionless, reliable, unreliable. Where we are using for TCP, where you are using for UDP. Whenever we need for acknowledgement based, I am sending mail, I am sending chatting window, whatever it is, there I will use it for TCP connection. Whenever I'm going for viewing the TCP transmission streaming, I go for TCP things. Whenever I don't want acknowledgement anything, then I will go for UDP protocol. This is what a transport layer will tell you. Application layer, I'll say HTTP, DNS, many application related layers, telnet, TFTP, so many protocol, FTP protocols are running in the application layer. Same thing only we are going to write about in that OSI model. That depends on the question paper for the university exam. Whatever, if they're asking OSI, just add 2 layer. If they're asking about TCP, they remove this 2 layer. Then the physical layer already I said is a bit format. Here all that that is a lowest bottom first layer. This is a first layer, lowest level. The logical connection as well as the transmission media also is there, physical layer. That's what I said. Sometimes wired connection or sometimes wireless connection. That's what logical communication is there. If there is another hidden layer, transmission media under the physical layer. The two devices are connected, transmission media, physical layer to physical layer. Your host machine physical layer, my host machine physical layer, both are connected by the transmission media. That's what I said. Maybe a connected wired or wireless. Then this is what I said. In the physical layer, all the data will be a bit format, zeros and ones. From the data link layer, the source machine, from the data link layer, the message will be converted as a bit. Your destination machine is a so data, the zeros and ones will transfer to the data link layer. So physical layer responsible for movement of the individual bits from one hope. Here one more word is hope. That is in network, in the network, each and every component we can say that hope count. Suppose you can say you and me, I want how many hope is connected. You and me, how many routers, how many switches. That's what hope count we normally node. That's what I said in network. Each and every component node we can say. Sometimes there will be a hope count. So we can I will tell you in the demo also how to find out the hope count. Suppose I am connected to the Google server. I want to find out how many hope count is there in between, how many router, how many switches. So the hope count will be just a hope from one hope to another hope. That's what we are say. The transmission media, maybe a switch, maybe a router, maybe a so many things. It will be hope count. So many hopes is there transferred, finally reaching your destination physical layer. This is what physical layer. Then the lowest second layer is data link layer. That's what I said. Here bit all we consider as a frame. The frame will be, say, there's a datagram. The data can encapsulate the packet is called a frame. Here is a wired or wireless. It's a link layer switch. So data link layer and physical layer running on the network switch. That's what normally used to call link layer switch. Here there is no specified protocol. What I said the previously data link layer also. Then here data will be converted as a frame. That's what I draw here. This is every frame having the header and a tail. That is a source address. That's a destination address. So connected that in between our data. So every frame that is be a bit will be a, the bit will be converted as a frame. This is called one frame. The one frame is, this is the address of starting address. This is a data. This is a starting address. The same thing will transfer to the destination node. So similarly, the frame will be converted as a data. So each and collection of the frames, so collection of the data will convert to the frame. So the frame to hope to next. Then this is what data link layer. Here no specified protocol. Now similarly that network layer, the lowest to third layer, the normally network layer already I said this is a internet layer, connection between source and destination machine. So here host to host. So here choosing the best route because the network layer is running on the router. The router will find out the best route, find out the source machine to destination machine. The data link layer switch just forward our bits to the packet. Sorry, bit to the frame. Frame will be converted to the, now here is a bit packet. Here the network layer, everything will convert to the packet. Here it will running the protocol layer. That's what IP protocol, internet protocol layer is there. There is some auxiliary protocol. I said no, internet control message protocol, IGMP, internet group management protocol, THP, ARP. These all we are going to study in depth in the unit of third unit. Then here see this is a packet here. So in the physical layer the data will be a bit zeros and one. In the data link layer the bits are collected to make it as a frame. Then the frame will be converted to the in the network layer as a packet. So the packet, the network layer responsible for delivering of individual packet from source host machine to destination machine. So here is a physically the router to connected to that. This is what network layer. Then lowest to the fourth layer is here transport layer. Already we studied that transport layer will establish the connection through source machine to host machine. That's what is it, end to end, logically connected. There will be two protocols running. One is UDP protocol, that is one a TCP protocol. So here transport layer, that's what I said, end to end connection. Here all that message only. Normally bit here will converted as a in the data link layer frame. In the data link layer to network layer converted as a packet. Here is a normally segment or message or content. The same packet what we are sending, the same data will be delivered to the destination machine. The service or message from the source machine to get from the application layer, then transfer to the transport layer. This is what application layer get the message from application program source host and deliver the corresponding application program the destination. So after that there is a two new layer in that ISO model, that is a session layer. So on top of the transport layer there will be a session layer. This is only ISO model. The session layer only, the main goal is authorization and authentication. Session layer is the most important layer OSI model because responsible two important things in the computer, that is authorization and authentication. If I want to give some authorization security based things, session to be established. That's what protocols of very security based programs all running on the session layer. That's what authentication and authentication. So there will be establishing, managing, terminating communication sessions, translate, encrypt, compression. Session is nothing but if I want to tell you understanding level, if I'm connected to the any internet banking, all the layers are running, but I established the username password of the login in the internet banking. A few minutes I am not at all using that portal, then what will happen? Session will be expired. So that will be taken care by the session layer. That's what authorization and authentication. Session is expiring, the session layer will watch on that what time the session is started. So what time you are not at all using within a fraction of minutes or fraction of second, then it will be the session should be terminated. That's what the session message to be terminated to the communication sessions. This will be taken care by session layer. This is normally for security based purpose, translate, encrypt, compression data, that everything will taken by the session layer. Maybe you understand that the session layer, whenever we are going for internet banking or whatever it is, security based login, and if I'm not using few minutes or few seconds, then we have a issue for transferring the session. Then that session will be terminated. uh, the session will be terminated by the session layer. This is what meaning of C session layer. Here there is a session layer response for dialog controlling and synchronization. So it will sync on that according to that your portal and your accessing of the uh, web server. There will be any sync is missing, then the session layer will be enabled. This is what session layer from presentation layer to session layer. Session layer will transfer to the transport layer. This is a host side. If I go the destination side, from transport layer to session layer, then session layer to presentation side. That's what you may understood. This is both side identical. Session. This is my presentation. Here presentation. Here transport. Here transport. This may be my machine. That may be your machine. Then presentation layer. This is on top of that session layer. After the application layer in the OSI model, there one more new layer is called a presentation. Here the present the format. Normally we will understood that appropriate format receiving from the application layer. If I am PPT, I am presenting from the application, that the presentation layer will take care of that. All things, the same thing will be appropriate format. What I am sending, the same format you also will receive. That's what packets are. That understand that here also will do for translate, encryption, compression of the data. Presentation layer ensure the information of application layer. The system send out of the readable and application layer another system. So what I am sending here, readable format of the my PPT, the same thing will be converted, that encrypted, decryption, everything happen. Then finally you also is a readable format. What format I am sending, the same format to present. That's what presentation layer normally presenting our documents or appropriate format. That's the use of presentation layer. This is from the application layer. From the message will be the presentation response for translation, compression, encryption, getting from the message from here, then to the transfer to the session layer in the source machine, the destination machine, the session layer getting the message from the session layer, then transfer to the application layer. This is what a presentation layer will do. So what I want to say here, there is a similar things, everything happening, but additionally in the OSI model, suppose already I said, suppose we have to study first OSI model. Sorry. First we have to study about OSI model, then we have to study about the DCP IP model. But according to our syllabus, so first I find out the DCP IP model with the 5 layers, then we have gone through. But actually first to find out model is OSI model only. Then only the TCP came to the market. But anyway, today everywhere we are using for TCP protocol suite only. A TCP IP protocol suite only with the for internet. And OSI model, normally we are connecting not that much level. That's what I said, no. And wherever need for security, encrypted format, that's a firewall, so many things and all is there, the need for things. So if I'm using firewall and some security devices, so there I need for 7 layers to identify that. There they use for 7 layers. But host and host design, there will be a default 7, but the 5 only for internet connection establishing. Whenever I have the session and presentation layer, that will enable that. Normally, whatever we do, that 5 layers enough to communicate to transfer our information. This is what. Sorry. Then final layer is application layer. That's what I said. This is a logical layer, end to end, your mission and my mission, with the help of that so many protocols helping to transfer our message or answer. HTTP protocol enabling our Google server, Google Gmail, or whatever it is. That's from that only we are connected to the web server. if I have the DCP, if I have the DCE or Anna University, whatever it is, we want to connect any web server, we need for HTTP protocol. If I want to connect any mail server, then we have to go for simple mail transfer protocol, or Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Rediff Mail or any other mail server. So that will be mail will be take care of SMP protocol, SMTP protocol. If I want to uploading the document file transfer, you want to upload the document from client machine to the server, that file transfer protocol will take care of that. Telnet normally is a normal network, small network in our with the help of telnet we can use it for terminal network telnet. CSSH. So a number of application as the simple network management protocol. If I want to manage that network administrator, used by the administrator to manage the internet global local levels. From the SNP protocol, I can manage my router, I can manage my switch, I can manage from the remote from the, that's what needed for simple network management protocol. The domain name service, anyway we are going to study about the domain name is nothing but www.google.com. That's a domain name. So if I want to maintain the domain name server or domain name system, we need for DNS. This is also application layer. Instead of typing last class I typed no 192.168.1.1. No, I don't want to type. Instead of typing the IP address, I want to type the name of the server. That is a www.google.com. We don't know what is the IP address of Google. We're not able to remember also. So we not keep in my mind also. So that just can recall by the name is easy for compared to the number. So that we are using for the DNS www.google.com. From that we are getting that. That's what we said network layer address DNS. So this is a 7-layer of ISO OSI model from top to bottom: application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer. This layer all connected bidirectional and both sides are identical similarly. So here the top layer application layer having the some specified protocol that destination side application layer connected by logically. Then similarly physical presentation and session layer also all together in TCP we used to call single layer. That's a top layer. But in ISO model, top 3 layers we have the application, presentation, session. Then again transport, similarly transport also. There also UDP and TCP and TCA transmission streaming transmission control protocol is there. Then after that is a network layer having the IP address, then data link layer, then physical layer. So we have to be very clear of the part B questions. If whatever asked, understand the story of the what I said. From the story you should elaborate, but you should know where are the what are the protocols appropriately running. So you have to very clear to be network layer is IP protocol, transport layer is a TCP protocol, HTTP is a application protocol, data link layer and physical there is no specified protocol. Physical layer mostly are transmission media, that is a cable wired or that is we studied no guided media or unguided media. That cables are connected through over the communication one host machine to host machine. Physically we are connecting. Then the top 2 layers are logical connection, remaining 3 layers are physical connection. Switch having the 2 layer, router having the 3 layer. That is a switch to 2 layer is nothing but from lowest to physical to data link. Router lowest to physical, data link and network. So this is what we have to understand. You imagine your machine and my machine connected over the TCP IP protocol. Over in between no number of hope count is there, that is a node is there. The node, each and every component of a computer network we used to call a node, maybe a terminal, maybe a switch, maybe a router. That is a node. That the data will be transferred all the hope count, then finally reaching with the help of these protocol layers only. The protocol layer, that's what I said. There is a two model: ISO OSI model and a TCP IP model. This is a framework model. This is what framework running. We have to understand that. So application layer, this is what from the user. Maybe application is nothing but application is nothing but your browser, my browser are now communicating. Or application is nothing but if I am opening some program, the program do the calculation. So I want to send the input data. So that input data will process that my side server side. Then again the response to this. Suppose you want to find out the temperature centigrade to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to centigrade, or currency conversion, whatever it is, what we are doing, just opening the portal, we are typing that data, then we are send it. The sending data will reach to that web server. There the application is running conversion of the foreign to centigrade or centigrade to Fahrenheit or dollar to euro or euro to dollar. So similarly, there is a transferring application. This is the application layer. It will take care of simple imagination. I am telling you, your browser, my browser, web browser is the application. That is maybe you may use it for Firefox. I may use it for Google Chrome or different application. This is the application helping HTTP layer to carry our information, bring the request and response. That's what application layer is running on the HTTP protocol. This is what, so it's communicating transfer presentation layer from the application layer of the source machine. The destination presentation layer communicating to the application layer. This is a source and destination diagram of the application layer. Depends on the mark, you should draw the diagram. Depends on the time, you have to explain everything properly. The summary of summary of all the layers of TCP as well as ISO. You see, application, presentation, session. Here, application allows access the network resources. That is a HTTP protocol. Presentation, encrypt, decrypt, compress the data. Session, establish, manage the terminal. That's what using for session. Here, transport layer, reliable process, process to process. That's what reliable TCP. If I want to go for network IP, the packet source designation provide the inter-networking, that's IP address. Here delivery, recovery, error recovery, TCP protocol, IP, UDP protocol. Here IP protocol, there are so many auxiliary protocols. Then data link layer, bits to frame. Here hope to hope delivery, that is a switch to router, router to switch, router to whatever it is, that will take care by that. Then here physical transmission bits or medium provide the mechanical electrical specification. That is a transmission media will be, the bit will be transferred as a zeros and with over the electronical magnetic media. That's a cable. This is what summary of the 7-layer. Also you can take it, 5-layer also we can take it. If I take it a OSI model, we have to write about 7-layer. If I am going to write about the TCP, the 2 levitate, then write for these 2. That's what I said. These 3 altogether we may call it as a application layer, transport network data. This is what ISO OSI model of first unit. So what I want to say about that first unit. First unit we studied about introduction about the computer network, how the network is running, how the computer are connected, how that, what are the transmission media, how that what are the types of network, what are the structure of the topology of the network, how we are going to frame. This what we studied. This is for architecture of as a computer science engineering students, how we are going to be set up our lab with help of this LAN or WAN or MAN. You may understood what is LAN, what is MAN, what is WAN and all, then PAN and all. Then how we are going to communicate our devices with a layout model, topology model, where it is necessary models or where the necessary topology environment all we have to do. Normally I said that is a star topology we are the preferring for large and medium companies. But if I go for the internet service provider, they will go for the tree structure. That's a root parent child relationship, that will go for that. Some of them will go for ring based or mesh based. This is the topology. That's what we studied. Once I completed second part, I commit that how source machine to destination machine, the data will be transferred from source machine to destination machine, how the data will be transferred. That's what we have understood with the help of the protocol layers. The protocol layers is a principle. That's what I said. What is a layer is nothing but step 1, step 2, step by step. But the layer to be bidirectional. The similarly, both sides should be identical. That's what we have to understand this. Then TCP model, OSI model we understood. Now we are moving to that. Next, actually first unit, 1 or 2 classes needed to finish our the first unit of the first chapter, computer network. There is need a circuit switching. There are also part B question, circuit switching or packet switching. In the 2 mark may ask for calculation performance of, if I am sending the data A host machine to B host, what is the transmission speed, what is the throughput, what is the average response time. That kind of calculation also may possible. We see that. Now we see the Cisco packet simulator demo. Last class I started, but unfortunately I not yet finished it successfully. This is the latest version. the latest version that HTTP in the 7th layer is not a 5th layer of the TCP protocol, not showing the HTTP, but the oldest version and all is running perfectly. But there the message is displaying HTTP request is response. That's what we have got the output of the connecting of source machine to host machine. Now I am switch over to my presentation, packet tracer, Cisco packet tracer. Already my PPT all available the courseware courseware.dc.edu.in. There you can view with help of your username password login, student mail ID. With help of that you can view our PPT and all. Similarly, I posted that notes PPT presentation also, notes also in that courseware. Okay, I will move from this to packet tracer. I hope you are able to view that packet tracer. Now, now we have to that how we are going to be set up our lab connection. We know that these are the components. That's what I said. These are the components of the network. We have the router, we have the switch, we have the computer, a server, then we have the connection. So it depends on the environment of the network connection, we can choose it. Basically, we will understood that how it is running our lab 1, lab 2, CAC lab 1, how we are connected to the network, how the data will transferred, or simply yesterday itself I said, last class itself I said, how we are connecting you and me with the help of the TCP protocol, how the responsing the HTTP protocol to establish the connection. This and all practically the real world we cannot do implement is that. Before implementation, the simulator will help you. If everything is perfectly okay, then we can understood that, oh, this is a way we have to implement. This is way our router. For example, I said no www.dc.edu.in. So our college website I want to host in my server. Everybody want to view throughout the world over the internet. Then what I will set up, you see, just you check that how that Google is running, how that DCEDU dot running, how YouTube is running, all are the web server. From the web server, we are say we are the web client. With help of the internet, just opening the browser, there we are typing that DNS. That's what I said URL. We know that URL of the www.dc.edu.in. Sometimes you don't know what is IP address. If you know the IP address, you can fetch the data from the IP address also. But most of them have in the DNS, easily can able to remember. So now I am going to simply I'm connecting for. So you see a little bit. I want to zoom it. Okay, I hope everybody can view. This is a PC1. Imagine this is lab 1 of the computer science. There is a system number 1. This is a PC2. Like this I am arranging for 36 computers. Okay, I'm using for star topology. So I want to connect this computer to, for example, this is my server. This is here is running my dc.edu.in, my our college web server. Imagine this is server. That's what the symbol like this. This is our client machine. These are the web client. This is not a server. This is like our desktop, our connected host machine, like you and me. We are connected. This is what server. This always response. I'm request. It will respond to you. If I www.dc.edu.in, the server, our information, that is a message, that is a content, transfer to switch to router, then it reach to the server, then server will deliver to the router, then switch, then it will reach to you. This is what is going to happen in the TCP protocol or OSI model. If I'm not using for internet, if I'm using for intranet, that is a OSI model. If I'm not using the TCP over the internet, can connect globally, then used to call as a internet. So now I want to connect the 3 computers. Definitely I need for network switch. So I'm connected here one network switch. You can use it in a number of model is available. That's a depend on the environment. Just I taken from the basic model 24 switch. There is this switch is enabled for 24 computer can connected fast Ethernet cable. That is our transmission media. Media is a fast Ethernet wired media. Then gigabit Ethernet port also is there. That is a uplink. Uplink means from this router we can go for fast Ethernet gigabit. The last 2 you see gigabit. First 24 are fast Ethernet. Now I'm connecting for one more component of router. I need for router. Okay, because this may be imagines as located somewhere else. I want to connect it to the router. Then from the router I want our CSC lab switch. Then I want to be connected to our CSC lab 1 2 3 computers or dc.edu.in. I want to work. So this is what this. Now I want to establish the connection. Already we know there is a straight through cable, there is a crossover cable. Straight through cable, crossover cables difference already you know. Now because I want to connect, definitely I have to use for straight through cable, because this is a different component, this is a different component. Suppose if I'm using this is a different component, this is a different component. If router to router I can go, but anyway straight through cable is better for connecting to all the devices in the computer network. So I connected. This is a fast ethernet cable 0, fast ethernet 0. Then I want to connect, this is 0 to 1 cable, this is the first cable. This identification of cable number. So 24 cable is there, 0 to 24. The first cable I taken for first 0th computer, just I connect it. Then second I am going to connect to this one. This automatically will take an 2 and 3 all things. Here I connected 3. So the 3 computers are connected to the network switch. Here it will run two layer switch, that is for physical layer and data link layer running. Here 7 layers are there, depends on the client. Suppose if I connected internet, 5 layer will enable. What are the necessary layers only? If I'm connecting the HTTP layer, that is a for fifth layer application layer will enable. Depends on this, it will show enable it. So but 7 layer are default available, but at TCP when internet connection 5 layer will enable. If normally a device to some security devices, then 7 layers. Each and every layer responsibility will display on the screen. Then I connected to the switch to router having only 2 port. Yes, there is a, because this is a 24 port, here is a 2 port switch. One is for uplink for switch to router. Then I need for one other switch or another system to here, only 2 link. That is if you want more than, if I want to connect more than one link, then I have to add our port. So 2 port only in this router is available. Because if you go through that, there will tell you that this is a port is nothing but our physical transmission media or RJ45 cable will be connected. 2 port only enable it. So router always will show that minimum of 2 port, maximum 3 or 4. But because we cannot connect more than n number of computers, this router always finding the shortest route for the path. Then I want to connect. I will put one more switch also, because I want put one more switch here. This fellow have the server as well as a client also. You can imagine like this. So I am connecting to this router to this switch. Okay. Then I want to connect from the switch to this one, fast Ethernet cable. Then I want to connect to fast Ethernet cable to this Ethernet cable. Now you see, this is what you should understand. For example, for your understanding, just I want to take it this. This is a CSC lab 1. For your understanding, I put it, this is for some server side. Server side. That might be, you imagine this might be a Google server. Just imagine that may be a Google server. Here is a Google Gmail is Google is running. This is my our lab 1, PC1, PC0, PC2. I want to communicate. So now network architecture, basic understanding of the first unit. We understood how we are going to connect our simple. This is a star topology, but I put it as it's not look like a star. But anyway, you know that I connected this machine this way, this machine this way, this machine this way. It's like this. When I connect this one, if you go like this, so this is star topology only. But for understanding, for I have set up this lab like this. This computer, I need two node components. One is switch, another one is router. There, this side I need for server. Here is a DC ed.in running. Here Google also running. Here I am saying that the client machine. This is a route the switch I connected. This is two different. Uh, there is a two different. Hello. So this is a machine. Now I want to communicate this PC0 to now the PC0 want to communicate to PC3. Similarly, the PC0 want to communicate to the server. The server want to communicate to the PC2. That means data want to transfer. If I want to set up as a computer network engineer, I design. But how I'm going to connect with the help of the IP address. So each and every machine we need IP address. These two are red link. That means the router is not enabled. We have to enable it. Before that, first I want to assign that IP address of machine. You don't understand what is IP address. From the third you need to understand. But what I am telling is you need for IP address for that. This machine simply I put it 192.168.1.1. That is a first machine. This machine I am going to put it as a 192.168.1.2. Okay, this is the address of the machine. 4 part will be there. Then I will tell you that 4 part. Here I am going to put it as a third machine. That is a 192.168.1.3. This is a logical address. The address may used to call as IP address. Uh, the IP address 190.123. This all similarly I written. This machine I here also I need for this server I need IP address. For the server I put different IP address. This going to put it as a Google server. I want 172.16.1.1 like this. I put it. This is for different class. Normally the IP address having the A class, B class, class A class, B class, C class, D class, E is the 5 classes there. A class will start 10, B class will start 172, C class will start 192, D class will start 133 or 34. Like this up to 255 we can start. But now you understand this is a different IP. This means 192.168. This is one type of network, that is a CIC lab 1. This is another type of Google server or YouTube server or Facebook server, whatever it is. They are running for 172.16.1.1. So if I want to, I put one more server also. Then you understand that this one I can't connect. I want to take it as this one is a Facebook server. This we have 172.16.1.2. Definitely, already I said IP address should be unique. There should not be a duplicate or replications, because the globally that all address are identified uniquely, because this is now internet. Every machine to be unique address. This one I want to put some other address. This one I want to put 172.16. These are one family. That's what I understand. The IP address are one family. This is 192.168. These are another family 162.1. I put 5. So this is a one family. These are one network. These are one network connected this. But I want to communicate this 1.192.168.1.12. I want to connect to this machine or this Facebook machine or this server machine. We need to enable the router. So here is a router is there, but not enabled. This a two link is there. Here you see, when I keep it gigabyte 000. That means this is 00th port. If I'm going to this side, you see, this is the gigabit 00 first port. This is a two port is there. One port for uplink of this switch, another port for uplink of this switch. So we have to configure. So if I want to configure, double click. Here I go for config. Here we have to go for 000. That is here. Here I am going to type it off. 192.168. 168.1.10 I keep it. Okay. I want to go for similarly this side. This side is a 001. So this is for 172 group. So again I'm going for 001. Here I'm going to type it for 172.16.1.10. Then I finish. But before that, you have to switch on the router. That is a on. My router is on. This side you see enabled. Here I am not on. Again I'm going here, switch on the that side also. Now is a see, now that all the links are enabled, only these two links are not enabled. It will take time to enable. That will make the green signal. I can wait because we have to check the gateway. We have to set the gateway for switch, because this one I want to find out the gateway. This gateway also, gateway is nothing but the data want to transfer from this computer to this network switch. Already you know that this is just to transfer the bit to here. The bit will be converted as a frame, then will transferred here that the this router had running 3 link layer. Physical layer is there, then the data link layer is there. Already this work done. Here network layer, that is IP address, that will forward to here. It will go on like this. Now you see everything will be a green signal. That means our network is perfectly running. This is what first we have to make sure. As a computer network engineer, I have to enable this computer IP address. Right now we not understand, maybe a 0th level, but we will later on you may understood. First understand address is nothing but to identify the machine number 1 2 3. This is a global standard, so that you are following the IP address. Connected with help of switch. Without switch we cannot connect 3 computer connected. I want a router also. Without router also we can do it. Just imagine router also is a 3 layer. There we need a connected of the this group of 192.168 this port. I want to connect this group of 172. So the two port router, there are 3 layers are running. Then that's what I said here, 3 layer. You can view that gigabit 001. This one 198.68.0.1. If I go here 1.1, this one connected. Here is IP address 172.16. Here server is running. We want to change that as our Google server. I want to be Google server gateway. I have to give. What is a gateway? Gateway is nothing but this message want to which way we want to go. From here, this is a gateway. What is a gateway number here? 172.116.1.10. That's what this IP address. You see one side 172.16.1.10. So here we have to say the gateway. In the gateway, I have to say 172.16.1.10. That says gateway means what is the route for to go out my message, because I am this is a group of, you see, this is one group of network. This message want to deliver one network to another network. This is a Google server want to transfer to CAC computer lab located in the somewhere location to transfer the data. So I want what is the route. This is a gateway. Don't go this and all, normally will ping, but I want to go from this way to here 595. Once reach it here, this will add tell you that. That's what I said. And network network router will route the packet. So here I set the gateway. So you need to set the gateway. I set the gateway. IP address of the server I have to set 172.116.1.1 IP address. The IP address is nothing but machine address. Gateway is nothing but this message, this machine providing something, which way want to deliver it, what is the path to deliver. That path is a gateway. So they may ask two more questions. What is gateway? Gateway is nothing but if I am if you are entering, if you are in your home having the Wi-Fi modem, that's what I said, 3 layer switch, that's a gateway. So from that only entering our data, then delivering the data. Or sometimes I have my in our lab, CSC lab, there is a switch. In the switch I want to get the from data, this is a gateway. This will connect it to the Airtel or Aircell or whatever the provider. From there I will get it from the internet connection, my web server, the data will be transferred. This is what a gateway. Here IP address assigned, the gateway assigned, IP address assigned 172.116.1. Similarly for this machine also we have to assign the config gateway, same gateway 172.16.1.1. What is, I think so, what is the gateway? 10. So I want to assign that again 10. That is a gateway. Then I want to assign the IP address for this machine, 172.16.1.2. Assign IP address, subnet mask automatically this will taken. I close. Similarly for this machine also I have to assign IP address config. Here I am going to gateway is 172.16.1.10. I want IP address to here 172.116.1. I'll put it as a 5. Gateway is 10. Finish. So now all the machines are identified with help of IP address. This is 192.168.1. This is called a 172.16.1. Sir, before that I want to test it. Test is nothing but ping. In the network engineer, we should know the word is called ping. Ping means nothing but this machine. I want to get the acknowledgement from this machine whether the machines are live in the connection. If I want to that, we are clicking here the any one of the PC. Go here, desktop. Here is a terminal for that machine. Command window for that machine. Command window. You see PC0. I'm going to be just ping. Ping is a command that will tell you the acknowledgement. I want to connect PC 192.168.1.2. I want to connect 172.16.1.1. See what will happen. Pinging. Ping is the response I have to come. Request time, that means not reaching or connection not established. Request timeout. Request timeout. It's not reaching. We will identify why. Because maybe here I am not giving for the default gateway. So we have to give the gateway. You see, I'm not giving the IP address first. I'm not giving the gateway. So IP address I have to assign here 192.168.1.1. This one. Then gateway is 192.168.1.10. I think so. Right? This is a gateway is a zeroth, this one 1.10. This is a gateway. So I want a message to go through this way. This is a gateway, then will reach. Similarly, I will assign here for this also. Uh, gateway 192.168.1.10. I want to IP address 192.168. What is IP address of this machine? 1.2. 1.2. I assign. Similarly, this machine also I want to go for 192.168.1. What is IP address? 3. So 3, you can do it. Here also we can assign the gateway 192 dot that group, that gateway 192.168.1.10 assigned. Now all IP address are assigned. Now again I will check. This is a testing purpose of the network. So physically we cannot communicate. So the PC1 192.168.1.1, this is a PC1. For that there is so much n number of services available. For that I am using command prompt. I want to clear the screen. CLS. Okay, the command clear screen not working. No problem. I will ping that. Ping. I want to ping from 192.168.1, that from this machine to this machine, whether it is live in the network or not. For that, ping is a command 172.168.1.1, I think so, right? Okay, we check it. Pinging. This is what we have to identify the time performance of this Ethernet switch. Request timeout. Request timeout. See, received 0, lost 0. So that means the packet are not sending, receiving. That is a still connection is a problem. Okay, interface. Everything okay. One 192, 168, 1.10. Okay. 172, 16.1.10. Everything okay. Everything okay, but data is not transferred. I want to check 192, 168, 1.1. See 172. Sorry, 192, 168.1.10. 192, 168, 1.10. That's what default gateway I typed wrongly. It's not running. 192, 168, 1.10. Correct. Now we will check. Now again I'm going here just to open the command prompt. Again I'm going to type ping destination host not reachable. 192.1. 192 dot 192.168.1.2. Everything right. 192.168.1 correct. One 178 dot right. 172.16.1.1 correct. Everything correct. Why it's not reaching? I will ping from this. Ping 172.16.1.1. Okay, see, that's a response. That's what response we got. I think so. There is some problem in this machine connection. 192.168.1.3. I am pinging this machine. So if I want to ping this, go to the command prompt. I type it 172 dot. You see, this is 192.168.1.3 machine command window. From that, I ping command. Then I type it the destination IP address. Destination IP address this 172.16.1.1. First, as a computer network engineer, we have to ping it whether it is perfectly running or not. Yes, reply is coming. That means your machine is pinging. Now we can open the Google server. Now I want to be Google server. HTTP. I want to just change that HTTP Google server. This is HTML file. You can type our HTML file. Understanding. This is a Google server. Welcome to Google. Something I want to type this one. Real world also same thing are running on that destination side. The hosting the machine. I save the in HTML file. Then here Facebook server. Again I'm going service HTTP because HTTP protocol only. This one I want to make it change the Facebook server. FACBO okay Facebook. I want to put welcome to Facebook. Again I'm telling you this is a simulator for our understanding how it is our networks are working in the real world. Now I want to invoke that HTTP protocol browser. Previously I opened the command window of this machine. The same thing I double click. There will be a number of services available. IP address I can assign, dial-up, command window, terminal, many things available. I want browser for this 192.168 of this machine. So this machine browser is opened here. I want to ping that Google server. What do you do? If you know the DNS, we'll type for www google.server google.com. But I don't know the server domain name. So far I'm testing IP address only. Then if you have the DNS, from the DNS server I can change it. That and all we later on will understand. Instead of that I typing 172. 16.1.1. That is means HTTP www.google.com. This is a IP address, but if I have the domain name, we can write the domain name. Here also we can change the domain name service. First you understand this one. You see, running a, this is what our network is working. So this is a CAC lab 1 connected to our switch to the server room. Then the server to room admin block, there will be an internet service provider router. The router is connected. There will be a number of hop count from the router to BTS or whatever it is. It will go ahead. This may be the Google server located in Singapore or somewhere else. Their architecture is like this. If I am pinging this machine, these are located in the world somewhere else. I am located in the world somewhere else. My IP address of this group, that's Google IP address of this group. I want to communicate. This is what architecture. This is what working. This is what you see when I type it, Google server coming. Suppose I want to ping our Facebook server. What do you type? What is IP address of this machine? www.facebook.com. Instead of that, 172.16.2. If I type it, go. You see Facebook. That means this server is running Google application. This server is running Facebook application. One more server DCE application like this. This is what you have to understand. So again, I'm telling you, CAC lab 1. There is a 24 computers connected to the network switch. Then the switch will be connected to the router. I want internet connection with internet based the ISP. So this is a server, Google server. Imagine Google server is located there, IP address connected, then transfer to here with help of IP address. So running here, transferring the message. How I am going to ask like you and me, just I am clicking here, opening the browser. When instead of browser, I am typing the IP address. You see. So how the response is coming with help of the HTTP protocol. Here is a running the protocol TCP. Application layer is a browser. There HTTP will help you running that. Sir, how I want to know that it's a HTTP running? That's what last class I shown the simulator. Wait a minute. The simulator simulator. This is what I said. The simulator. Again, I am opening here. Just browser. I keep it here. Just to open here. Type it for 172.16.1.1. I think so, right? I think so. 1.1 Google, right? You see here what happened. TCP. That means transmission control protocol. That's what application running. I want to see that next. You see they're going to the switch. Then from the switch, you see 192.168.3 switch is going. Switch to router is going. There the TCP again TCP protocol only. Then again due to the switch of the router to switch. Then again going to the Google server because I am communicating the Google server. Then Google server to again switch. Then server to router. Right? Then router to response. This is the now response. You are getting the response from the request. Then switch router to switch. Then again switch to PC3. That is a 192.168. Is a listen HTTP. I stop it now. Suppose if I see the layer of TCP protocol, that 5 layer application layer to be enabled of HTTP. But as a latest version, it's not displaying. But anyway, no problem. Just I click it here. You see 192.168.1.3. This is machine. That is a web client. Supposed to like this here HTTP should be displayed. The 7th layer because the application is HTTP. But the new version, but the message is receiving. You see the message. The HTTP client send the HTTP request to the server. Next layer. Send the segment information. That is a 6th and 7th layer. Physical layer, application layer. After that, presentation session layer not working. Then TCP protocol. Then network layer. Then data link layer. Everything working. Each and every layer. If I go into router, if I'm clicking here, that is a router. The router, you can check 3 layer will be enabled. You see 3 layer. If I'm going for switch, what is the switch? Where is the switch? The switch. Here I click it 2 layer only enable. Similarly, When I'm clicking here, suppose to the 7th layer, that is application layer of the TCP 5 have to display. If I go outbound also, here it will the message HTTP data accept language. This is what accepted. HTTP request is accepted. Response. That's message to display. This is a framework. These are part B question we have to write. Okay, thank you very much for participating because already time up. Thank you. I will continue next class.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Students, come and join the TOC class immediately. Thank you, sir.